Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is lesson 72. We are doing the starred problems. We've already done the practice set in a video, so we're doing the starred problems right now. All right, so number 6 says use a ratio box to solve this problem. If 4 books weighed 9 pounds, how many pounds would 14 books weigh? So we're going to want our books here and our pounds here. This is really not a ratio and actual, it's more of a case 1, case 2. So I have 4 books that weigh 9 pounds. I want to know how much 14 books would weigh. So we have our ratio, we're going to write our proportion, and then we're going to cross multiply. 4 over 9 equals 14 over x. So let's cross multiply. 14 times 9 is equal to, we're going to cross multiply 4 times x. I don't know why I put it in parentheses. 14 times 9, I don't know. So 14 times 9 on the handy-dandy calculator gives me 126. Is equal to 4x, and then I'm going to divide. So that gets rid of that. Divided by 4. And I get 31.5 pounds. I change colors here. Number 8 says the diameter of a bicycle tire is 20 inches. So if I have a bicycle tire, my diameter is equal to 20 inches. Find the distance around the tire to the nearest inch. So the distance around the tire is the circumference, and I can use my pi d formula. It says use 3.14 for pi. 3.14 times 20. Using my calculator, 3.14 times 20 is 62. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I can't see it. It's a little dot. Okay. Inches. Okay. All right, let me change colors again. Diagram this statement, then answer the questions that follow. Jasmine lives in New Jersey, which is located on the Atlantic coast. Jasmine has ridden her bike along 52 miles of coastline. This is 2/5 of the total New Jersey coastline. This is something we did yesterday. So if it's 2/5, and we know 2/5 is equal to 52, I'm going to divide that by 2 to see what goes in each box. So 52 divided by 2 is 26. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in each box. And we have 5 boxes because it's fifths. It says, how many miles is the New Jersey coastline together? So I have 5 boxes. Each box has 26 in it. So 26 times 5 is 130 miles. And then I have how many more miles would Jasmine have to travel to ride the entire coastline? So let's see, if it's 130 total and she's ridden 52 miles, I'm going to subtract, and I get 78 miles left. Okay, let's go to the next. Number 10, it says the volume of a block of ice with its following dimensions. So we know that the formula for volume is length times width times height. And here we have the length, the width, the height. So volume is equal to 6 times 8 times 10, which is equal to 480 inches cubed. And then 11 says, find the area of the 6 surfaces of the block, then add the areas for the total surface. This is not easy. So for the block, I have a front and a back. I have a top and a bottom. I have a left and a right. And since this box is not a cube, each one of these is different. Okay, so let's say for the top, you'll see I'm kind of outlining the top here. I know that this is 8 and this is 10. So I have 8 times 10 because we're looking for the area of that. And that is 80. Now I have a Oh, I put that in the wrong place. This should be top and bottom, sorry. So I have two of those, right? I have a top and a bottom. So I have 2 times 80, which is 160. That gives me the area of the top, and then of course the area of the bottom, which we can't see. I'm going to pause this and erase that and try and do it right. Okay, so I moved that to top and the bottom, and we don't really need another equals, but I know it's 2 times 80, which is going to be 160. So that's the area of the top and the bottom. So front and back, my front is going to be right here. I know that that's 6 times 10, area, length times width, which is 6 times 10, which is 60. And I have 2 of those, which is equal to 120. I have a front and a back. And then I have a left and a right. Let's see what we have for that. Let me change colors here so maybe we can see a little better. Left and a right. The left and the right are going to be this box and the one on the opposite side. So that's 8 by 6. So length times width, 8 times 6, which is 48. And then I need to do 2 times 48 because I have 2, 96. Okay. So now that I have all of the areas of all of the faces, I can add all of these up and get the total surface area. 120 plus 160 plus 96 is 376. That's inches squared. Because it's area. All right, write each number in scientific notation. So I'm going to move this direction. So I have 6.0 times 10. And when I go that direction, it's -1. So I have 6.0 times 10 to the 5th, because -1 plus +6 is 5. Here I'm going to move it again. 6.0 times 10 to the -1 times 10 to the -6. When I add these, I get 6.0 times 10 to the -7. Okay, number 18. A rectangular piece of metal swings around a rod as it spins in its path. Which figure should it look like? It should look like a cylinder. They're trying to get you to use math words for 3-dimensional solids. Aha, okay. So we are going to solve these. We're not going to check them because that's way more confusing. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to add 2/3 here, which means I'm going to add 2/3 here. So I need a common denominator. This is going to make the m come down here. This is going to go away. My equals is going to come down. So let's see, common denominator between 3 and 4. I'm going to use 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus, this is going to be times 4 to make the 12. Times 4, so that's 8. So I have 17 twelfths, 1 and 17 twelfths. 12 goes into 17 one time with 5 left over. So I'm going to add this back here, and I get 2 and 5 twelfths. Okay, let me change colors. Okay, here I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Let me rewrite it here. And I'm going to put 24 over 1 because we're dealing with fractions. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, this is going to go away. This is going to go away. My W equals 24 times 3 over 1 times 2. 24 times 3. Let me get my handy dandy calculator. 72 over 2, which is 36. Oh, fun. Okay, so let's work this out. We've got symbols of inclusion and PEMDAS. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do the top. So we have 30 minus 4 times 5 minus 2 is 3. Plus 5 times, this is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Minus, this is 5 times 5, which is 25. Okay, so I have 30, which I haven't done anything with yet, minus 12 plus 5 times this is 2. So 30 minus 12 is 18 plus 10. So my top is 28. Okay, here in the bottom, the square root of 9 is 3, plus the square root of 16 is 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So I have 28, which is on the top, 7 on the bottom, and that makes 4. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So I have -7 plus, and this is the absolute value of 5, which makes it positive 5 still. Opposite sign, so I'm going to subtract and take the sign of the larger. So this is going to be 7 minus 5 is 2, 7 is larger, plus -9. Same sign, we're going to add and keep the sign. This is the answer. Let me change colors here. Okay, so I have positive 16 plus a -24. They're different signs, so I'm going to subtract and take the sign of the larger. I think that's 8, but I'm going to, yep. So this is going to be equal to 8, and 24 is larger than 16, so that's negative, minus a -18. So now I have to keep, change, because this is a subtraction problem. So I keep, change. Now it's an addition problem. They're opposite signs, so I'm going to subtract and take the sign of the larger. So 18 minus 8 is 10, and 18 is larger, so that's my answer. You'll see I'm taking these 2 at a time. Let me change colors. Okay, so here I have -0.2 plus -0.3. Same sign, so we're going to add them and get 0.5 and keep the sign. And then I'm going to bring this part down. So minus -0.4. So this is a subtraction problem because we have subtraction between the two. So it's keep, change, which makes this -0.1. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's it. Okay, so if you have any questions about any of these problems, please let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.